Yo, what's going on, guys? Reversal here, and today I just wanted to go over my Spright list and my thoughts on how it stacks up in the Tier 0 format. I think this is still the second best deck after Tier, in my opinion, but some people will argue for Flu. I think this is just more consistent, and it can fit more non-engine. So let's just get straight into it. For the Spright monsters, we got 3 blue, 3 jet, 1 red, 1 carrot. It's pretty standard. Some people play pixies. I've never really played it. I don't think it's necessary. It's nice sometimes, but for the most part, I don't think it's worth the slot. For the water guys, we got 3 swap frog, 3 nimble beaver, 2 nimble angler. I think this is standard. You want 2 of these, so your beaver's a 1 card elf toad with the sprint, and then swap frog. Some people play 2 of this. I like 3, so you have an extra body to summon off the toad, so you have a level 2 to tribute for smashers or red or carrot. Then this card's not bad to draw either. It's just you don't really want to draw like these 2 together, but if you draw these 2 together, it's really good. Yeah, that's it for the monsters. I guess it's pretty standard. It's a 40 card list, by the way. For the spells, we got 3 starter, 1 smasher, standard, and then playing 2 prosperity, 2 triple tactics talents. I was playing both of these at 3 before, but I found myself drawing multiples too much. And like, I'd rather have as many hand traps as I could fit, since that's really the only way to beat Tier. These cards are both good going first and second. More prosperity post side going second to fetch your board breakers or whatever. And then tactics is just, it's live all the time going first now. I use the effect to rip from the hand a lot more often than anything else, but sometimes you need to draw 2. And going second, you could take stuff, which is nice. Moving on to the hand traps. I'm playing 7 Bestials right now. It's 3 Magnamute, 3 Druid Swarm, 1 Soraneer. I think this is a good number. Some people play 9. I think that's too many. Just because if you don't face Tier, like, you don't want to have your hand clogged with these. There's an argument to, if you're playing at like the locals or something where you know it's not like straight Tier 0 meta, just take out a Soraneer and 1 Druid Swarm, throw in something more generic. But like 7 of these is good. And then I just play 9 generic cantrips. Ash, Veiler, Imperm. Ash just hits everything. It's not the best versus Tier, but it's solid versus everything else, which is why I still play it. There's an argument to play something else, but I think it's fine. And Veiler, Imperm. These can hit Kick Hallows, and then paired with a Bestial, that's one of the better combinations you can have going second into Tier. So I think it's important to have a way to stop the Kick Hallows. Then in general, like, these are just good generic. You want to hit flu cards, hit gigantic, whatever. This doesn't work under Shifter, unfortunately, which is the only like bad thing about it, but I like that it's not once per turn over something like Ghost Mourner. That's it for the hand traps. There's 16 total. Extra deck for the XCs, we got 2 gigantic, standard, toad. Then for the Zeus package, using number 2 Ninja Shadow Mosquito instead of the Sky Cav. It's the same thing pretty much. Can't be destroyed by battle. You don't take battle damage, but it has another cool effect where if they just have like a big body on board, you can give it a hallucination counter and then just ram your monsters into it, and then they take the damage. So you could just OTK real fast with that if the board state allows it, and then down to Zeus. And the last XCs, I have Mannequin Cat. I was finding that like the elf toad stuff, just relying on elf in general, has been a little like hit or miss because of the Ishizu cards, like the shufflers specifically. So I wanted to start playing this, since this can get you a floodgate and doesn't fully rely on the elf anymore. So Yeah, that's my reasoning for that. It's been pretty good, I think. And for the links, we got 2 Elf, Sprint, Dark, and then Codebreaker, Virus Swordsman. I don't think you need 3 Elf. I think 2 is fine. Stuff self-explanatory. Dark's good. This is just a Bagoo Scout. I go with this instead of Cerberus in case they put in the extra monster zone. So that's it for the extra deck. This is like the mandatory stuff. There's only 12 cards here. For the last 3 slots, I'm back and forth between IP, Unicorn, Avermax, or something like Gem Buster, Soul Sweeper, and Cat Shark. I'm not really sure which one of these I want to go with, to be honest, but there's an argument for either one. I think the utility of these 3 is probably better than having these, but I have to test it more. But I think either way, I think it's good. But alright, side deck. So for the side deck, it's still a work in progress, but for the Mannequin Cat Floodgates, I'm playing Chaos Hunter, Thunder King YuGiOh, and then the Newman. This is for shifter decks. If they shifter you, you can go into Mannequin Cat, target their shifter, bring it back, bring this out, and then your stuff doesn't get banished anymore while this is on the field, since shifter is the card that makes stuff get banished, and it says your opponent can't banish cards. YuGiOh, it's pretty much just a droll on legs, and it can negate summons. So it's pretty good versus like Spright, since it's a Thunder. And then the Newman, you can play this one, or you could play End of Anubis. But I think this one's just a little more generic, I guess. And then you can access it easier because of the double cross, which I also said. So cool interaction with this card is with Swap Frog. You don't need the Mannequin Cat to go into this one, which is why I think it's probably the better one to play. So if you Swap Frog, the one you bring back from the Elf, you can send this since it's an Aqua. And then you could bring it back with the double cross that you searched off Jet. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's what I opted for that package. I played 2 Fenrir. I was maining this instead of the 6th and 7th Bestial. I decided to throw it on the side. It's been pretty good. It's just generic. I think it's nice that it's good going first and second, which is, I wanted a card that I could throw in going first against stuff, since I'm not playing like the Scythe package or like D-Barriers, like traditional like going first side cards. I'm just playing the Mannequin Cat stuff, so I wanted to throw 2 of these on the side. And then I got 3 Dark Ruler and 3 Lightning Storm. This is just hits Flu, Spright, other random stuff. This hits Flu, other random stuff. I wanted generic stuff that, like, if I have to take out the 7 Bestials, I could put stuff like this in. Same thing for if I'm going first. Like, I want to put in the Mannequin Cat stuff that's works in that matchup, and Fenrir's, and then whatever else. Try to fix the slots in there. And the Bestials are dead. I'll keep these in. So that's 8 cards, and then plus these 4. That's 12. So you got 3 slots left. Probably just play D-Shifters. This card's pretty good. I don't love it in this deck, honestly. But versus tier, sometimes like this can just win you the game. But sometimes if they just can get to Bagooska and you don't have a way to clear the Bagooska and then kill them, they can just kill you with what they have on the next turn. But usually it's fine. And then this is 15 here, but this is an argument to find space for this. The Gamma Burst, so you could OTK under the shifter easier. If I were to add this in, it'd probably just be for like a Lightning Storm or something. But yeah, that's my side. That's gonna cover everything, I think. Yeah, like I said, I think this deck's probably the 2nd best deck. Still in a pretty decent spot considering how good tier is compared to everything else. Yeah, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Peace.